have you pulled up phone? Hey, boss, are you more Apple products or what? I know you got a mix.
I have a mix. Depends on what I'm doing.
That makes sense.
I
What'd
was
you think?
never really an Apple guy at all until very recently,
Okay, that
and
actually looks
now
really cool. I
I
like
have a
that.
bunch.
That looks cool, Mike.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's like a lounge. Whoa. Yeah, yeah, it looks cool.
That's part of Alistair's bedroom.
Those look cool.
Oh shit.
Hey, Jake.
Hello.
Yo,
Hey, Jake.
what's up?
Is your voice still fucked up?
Not as bad, but my throat still hurts.
Oh
It's like
damn.
you're
Hey, you
different
definitely sound
people
less
every
thin.
damn time.
Damn.
You able to get on camera or are you ungodly?
I don't exactly
He's
have a
always
camera hooked up
ungodly.
to my PC,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't really have the choice of a camera.
I see.
Unfortunate.
You really set it up, right?
Absolutely
The
unfortunate.
PC, yeah, but I don't have a camera on it.
Bum bum bum. Be right back. 2 seconds.
All right. What's a good show that you've seen lately? Either of you.
Good show.
Yeah.
Hmm. I mean, lately, trying to think of something fairly new. I'm watching a couple of things on Netflix that weren't too terrible.
Started watching the new season of Invincible.
New seasons of what?
Invincible?
Invincible.
Yeah. It's
What's
on.
that?
You haven't seen that? It's a superhero show on Prime. It's been out for years now. The first couple of seasons. The most recent season did just drop, and it's really good. It's again like kind of like with the show The Boys. I don't know if you've even seen that
I
one.
was gonna say, is that like The Boys, or is that the same or different?
Well, it's animated, so definitely different.
Oh, okay.
But it's still the whole like an alternate take on the superheroes we know of. So
Yeah, I definitely watched. I think the first and at least part of the second season of The Boys. I thought that was interesting, like the kind of
douchey
you know
Justice League.
counterpoint of the superheroes, like if they weren't all unholy or holier than thou, right?
Yeah,
Like super good.
it's like every show tried to be like that at when they were all starting to come out. I think it was The Boys and then Invincible, and then you had stuff like Jupiter's Legacy or um, The Tick. But even though The Tick kind of already existed in a couple of iterations,
That
it,
reminds me of a movie called Brightburn. I don't know if you've ever seen that one.
I saw Brightburn. I
It's a
did
very
like
good movie.
Brightburn.
Yeah.
It's just it annoys me because again, it's like it's James Gunn, and he's been annoying me lately with a lot of his decisions with DC.
Well,
And
that's fair.
apparently the new Superman movie's been pre-screened and it's been like heavily criticized, but I'm like, that's to be expected, though.
Yeah, but that's
I
the
mean,
thing
look,
is you can't let the current politics or the current decisions of someone like take away from something that's already established, right? But that
Yeah.
movie's been out. It's a good movie. So you can't say that you don't like it because what he's doing recently annoys you, right? It
no,
doesn't take away
I
from that
know,
movie.
I know. It's
Shouldn't take
like
away
I
from
do.
that movie.
What I'm saying is I do enjoy it, and I'm like, because like I was on, like I remember when it was first when he was first got announced to be the head of DC and whatnot. It seemed like they were gonna go the direction of let's keep Zack Snyder, let's do all this, and then just nope, clean slate. And I'm like, so you're pulling a Star Wars again? Okay, that's cool. That's just fucking great. But definitely love Brightburn. I thought that one as a Superman Elseworld story.
It's Superman, but again, like if Superman wasn't this
So holier than thou.
ultimate good, yeah. It's
Yeah,
Superman as your standard, like confused and angry teenager, which I thought was a great take.
yeah. I definitely love the horror aspects of it because nobody could stop him.
Exactly.
And
No, there was nothing to be able to stop him.
so, and
And
that's
that
the
was
thing
always
about,
my thing with Superman, right? Like Superman could have easily taken over the world
yeah,
and like
yeah.
enslaved the entire population. What stopped him?
hmm He just happened to be raised by good parents. Oh,
Right.
then there was I don't know if you guys ever saw the animated film Justice League Gods and Monsters, but that Superman, yeah, he was the son of General Zod, but he was also raised by Mexicans. And I'm like, so he's the super illegal alien.
Oh
Wait,
my
wait, what?
god.
I
The
always
son
think
of
that,
Zod and he was raised by Mexicans? What?
yeah,
Horrible.
Okay.
because
Horrible.
the way it starts, Jor-El had a moment to imprint his DNA on the pod. They did it differently. That instead of it being a normal conception, uh, what was it? His wife put her thumbprint to add her DNA, and then he was gonna do his, but then Zod shot his thumb off and was like, "It's only fair that he does it." I'm like, "What?" And then the pod crashes. It does crash on the Kent farm, but they're not the ones that found him. They're found by border jumpers who happened upon the pod first, took the baby, and ran. So,
Wow.
and he still ended up as Superman, though. He's a pretty badass Superman. Uh, but his relationship with Lois Lane is not like what we're used to seeing. Like they're at odds with each other. Uh, I still like how he's investigating a crime scene and she's following him and he's like, "You're supposed to stay behind the yellow tape." She's like, "I don't see your badge," and he's like, "Oh yeah, funny. Why don't you tell it to that guy?" And she has her arrested.
Oh
I'm
no.
like, "What the fuck, Superman?" So the other alternative things they changed it. They made Batman a vampire, and it was the guy who was actually the Man Bat as Batman instead. And I like the little details, like because he turned into a vampire, he walked down the same alley as the Waynes, and he ended up attacking the mugger who would have shot them. Uh, and instead, he kills the guy instead. So it's like, oh, same alley, different result.
It's always something, some kind of fucking shit like that. It always is when it comes to that stuff, though.
Like multiverse stories,
Without a doubt.
like like the Terran Empire shit. Like I I don't like where they're going with the recent Star Trek, but the stories can be told if told right, and with none of the BS that they keep trying to start.
None of the BS they're trying to start, he says. Uh huh. That's some
Some people like
dangerous
BS.
terminology there, buddy. Trying to do
And when I
resizing.
grew up, I just remember Star Trek being so like one of the more different shows. Still is, honestly. Shows, movies.
Yeah.
So I never understood the comparison with Star Wars.
What do you mean you never understood the comparison?
Well, one's literally like a galactic war, the other's more space exploration. No one's trying to learn shit in Star Wars.
I was trying to learn shit in Star Wars.
I mean,
Well, the Jedi were trying to learn like ultimate peace and enlightenment, right?
Sure, but they're still trying to fight something.
Always.
well, Star Trek trying to fight shit too.
Hi, Gwen. Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
How are you, dear?
I agree
Picard's
with
always
that.
trying to pick a fight with the Borg.
Well, I mean, it's the Borg,
That-
and the Borg is the one that kind of started the shit.
That
Like,
was fucking self-defense. That was self-defense. We pulled
How
up
was
on
Not
Wolf
after first
539.
contact.
how
Not
was
after first contact.
how was it self-defense? Please explain it to me.
Picard had a vendetta after first contact.
'Cause listen-
Actually,
He was pissed.
after the Locutus incident, he had a vendetta.
He was
Yes.
pissed. Like,
Yes. No. That is absolute fucking. That's canon as fuck. Yeah.
Tommy gun just wasted that thing.
Fucking no, because if it wasn't for Q, the Borg would have never have known that the quadrant existed until way the fuck later on.
Fucking
Yeah, well,
Q.
yeah, Q's the one that threw him out there and introduced them to the Borg in the first place.
Didn't they touch upon that storyline though?
Yeah.
In Enterprise.
In what?
In Enterprise, like, didn't they show the Borg in Enterprise as well? Even though it was very brief.
I don't think so.
Mhm. I don't remember the
remember-
Borg being an Enterprise.
I remember there was an episode they blew them out of the airlock because they were converting part of the ship.
That was the Enterprise ship, but that wasn't the Enterprise series.
Yeah.
That was the movie.
No. I
You're
know.
thinking the movie First Contact.
No. I'm thinking of Enterprise, the show. They were wearing the blue jumpsuits
Oh
in
no,
Enterprise.
because they dealt with
I
those.
am not saying it. I know what I saw.
You're fucking crazy, Pedro. You're fucking imagining shit, bro.
Someone fact check me. I'm just.
You know, I was going to say I don't see anyone jumping to your defense here, and I'm going to ask the almighty Google.
I'm gonna, yeah, do it. Hey, Knock, should we do the knock thing just without the camera part added, just so we share the chat?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. That's right.
Let me pull up this.
Then
By the way, the IP was a joke, but your email was definitely shown.
Whoever's talking. I don't know. There you are.
okay, yeah, we got in there now. I
I
have
hit
to.
the join thing. I think it's good.
Yep, I just started to share the chat. Share chat enable. Now I'll close this down. I'm not showing that window, so I muted the microphone in it too, as well as the video. Yeah, so we'll just have it for the share chat.
Okay, so
Yeah.
in consulting the almighty Google,
The almighty Google.
Oh.
there was one episode of Star Trek Enterprise that did feature the Borg. It was called Regeneration.
Okay.
Brycey
Episode
Bryce, welcome to the
23.
show, Brycey Bryce. How are you,
They
brother?
found Borg buried in Arctic ice.
What?
Wasn't that like towards the end of the last season, though?
That was season 2, episode 23.
Yeah.
How many seasons did Enterprise have?
I don't remember, to be honest.
5?
It was several, yeah,
It was a good amount.
4 or 5.
I enjoyed it. What's up, bro? Making the drip way better. Are you liking what we got going on here? You like the scenery, brother? Dude, if you like what he said, look at it. Look at this one below me here. Look at this guy here, right, guy? Look at this guy below me. Look at that shit. He's got fucking.
No.
Zelda, Deadpool, Mario, little Mike Myers in the background, like, don't forget about me. Got Master Roshi going, you're gonna need a sensor for that one. And fucking look at that back say. He's got BB-8. Is that BB-8 at the top? No, that ain't BB-8. That's that's the coat of the fucking lamb up there on his, watching him at all
No,
times.
this is Vincent from Catherine. Notice the underwear.
Look at that. See that sacrificial lamb.
Is he silent?
Dude, it's weird because I got you
Is he
over here
silent?
in real time. I got the three of you in real time on this monitor. I've got the streams up in the delayed time in the middle monitor, and I've got our Discord videos in real time on that monitor.
Yeah, I'm
So-
monitoring stuff on one phone, both phones, because I want to keep it as minimalistic as possible until I figure out a better way to do this. So,
All right, what are we talking about, Gwen? What are we talking about?
really, anything and everything right now.
Right now, we should talk about how Benda's not here. We should definitely talk about that.
Oh, I mean, there is the terrible thing that I just had to admit the Pedro was right about something.
Right. Well, wait. What time is it? It's only 6:30.
Hey.
We did tell them we were starting at 8:30. So this is the pre-show, guys. This is the
I mean, we
pre-show.
Actually, I did tell them 7:30. Actually, not
7:30. All right, so we
8.
still got an hour.
6:30.
It's all right.
7:30,
fine.
8:30.
It's totally fine.
Is it?
Regardless, even if Benda misses it this time, like it's already hard to coordinate with him as it is because again, he's always busy. He's doing other stuff and traveling and whatnot. So the fact that he wants to do it at all is still surprises me. But like I already told him, he's more than welcome to show up at any point. So
All right, well, yeah.
It's all good regardless. Like we're
Is it
here,
though?
we're chatting, and honestly, I'm liking the vibe right
Is
now.
it though?
Is it though? Is it
Is
really
it
though?
really? Is
That
it
son of a
really
bitch.
all good?
He's off. He's like that. We're like, hey, Benda. We're all message him, and he's sitting there. He's like, bite my shiny metal ass. I'm bending shit.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that thought Futurama with his name.
No fucking way. I cannot be the only one.
No. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Oh, good,
Because
good.
as I was leaving work yesterday, it kind of like I was trying to coordinate how we're gonna do this, and I'm like, I wonder if Benda's ever been told about if maybe he's associated with a certain robot.
I would imagine it wouldn't be his first time hearing it.
Mm-mm. Let's see.
So,
yeah,
in the
so
Twilight
funny-
Zone,
yeah,
huh? Cause I'm always feeling like cause I'm in the Twilight Zone, like I'm always feel like somebody's
up
watching
there, boss?
me.
Right, my Helldivers.
Oh, Helldivers. Nice.
I had that made when the first game came out, and funny enough, my friends who made it, they were telling me at the time, they're like, you're the only one that's gonna want this, and I'm like, and so they made a few of them. They never sold when the first game came out, but they kept them in their inventory and they kept marking it down. Then the second game came out. They just
Holy
flew off the shelves.
That was fucking loud.
And
Your soundboard
They
is
had-
always so aggressive.
There's sticks in the walls. Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
He's talking about his shelving. I'm sorry, bro. Oh, I didn't mean to make him sad. Look at that. Look at that. I made him. I hurt his feelings. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm hearing like a lot of movement outside. Everyone's always like moving in and out of this particular place where I'm living at. And I think it's because of all the community rules.
Community rules.
Community rules. HOA.
HOA.
The HOA.
You don't have to deal with it, do you?
No. No, we don't live in an HOA area.
No,
What
I did an
about you?
HOA one time and never again.
Oh, fuck that shit.
That bad? Yeah.
I fucking hate HOAs.
My dad tried to make my mom a really awesome garden when we lived in one of those places, not realizing that he violated a rule.
Yep.
And Jesus, Then there was another time a neighbor of ours built like a playground or like one of those like small jungle gym, whatever, for his backyard, and it was enclosed. But then they fined him for adding another building to his property, even though it wasn't really a building.
Yeah, when
So
I moved into a house that had an HOA, this was probably 7 8 years ago at this point, but they had this camera system that watched the entrance because it was one way in, one way out to the neighborhood, and it was
mhm.
an absolute piece of junk. So me being in the IT field, I reached out and I'm like, hey, I do this shit for a living. Like, if you want some help, let me know. I'd be happy to assist. Not realizing that the president of the HOA had set it up personally, and he did some sort of IT thing for Publix. Anytime anybody asked him like what he did, he just said, "Oh, if I told you, I'd have to kill you," uh, which I always thought was funny. But yeah, I guess me offering to help and telling him that the system was kind of janky offended him in some way, because from that point on, he like had a vendetta against me. Every little possible thing. Like, if I didn't cut my grass exactly on time, I get a letter in the mail. If I opened the hood of one of my vehicles in the driveway, I get a letter in the mail. This one time we were moving cars around and I had a car in the garage. So we backed one of the cars out onto the street so that I could back the car out of the garage. And the car was out there in the street for maybe 10 minutes tops. I got a picture of that and a letter in the mail. Like, that's how on it they were to give me some kind of a fine. It was
I've
insane.
I've been listening to a lot of HOA horror stories on YouTube, and I like hearing that there's some justice that comes out in the end, but it sucks that it's not always the case. Jeez.
No, it's well intentioned enough. It helps maintain higher property values. It makes sure that your neighborhood is upkept, and the
Mm.
certain standards are adhered to. But it is so subjective in the fact that, like, it comes down to who your actual council is, like the people that run your HOA committee, your president, and all that. If you have a good group of people that actually believe in what they're doing, sure. But if you have people that are vindictive and just want to flex their muscles, then it can be a really shitty experience.
Makes it a really big problem.
Yeah.
I'm going to use the bathroom really quick. I will be right back.
All right. But yeah, like I think that's why my dad had us move out of the subdevelopment we were living in called Westridge, just because he was tired of dealing with them. Uh, hey Jake, your parents, do they deal with an HOA where they live at?
Yeah,
How bad is it?
considering my dad was the president of it for a year or two.
So not that bad.
HOAs are great. Disregard.
for it's like, oh god, I can imagine it. Like, I'm gonna report you to the president of the HOA. Oh, you stupid fool! I am the president. No wonder they didn't remove the dick tree off of your parents' yard.
That's funny.
No, Jake could tell you better, but his dad was so proud of this, and this was after the hurricane, that the bush or whatever that's on his or the tree or whatever that's on his property broke to the point it looks like a giant dick, and he refuses to remove it.
Yeah. You should make some big silver balls to put under it. Give it super
It already
sailing.
has its own set, and he's so proud of it.
That's funny.
My dad was the secretary of their HOA for years. Wow, that's definitely an eyesore. His mom wants it to be gone, but he absolutely refuses. Am I right, Jake? Your mom wants it out of there.
Yeah.
Uh, that's gotta suck. It's like you're the president of the HOA, it's gotta suck for her. And and
Well, he's not
lobby a
president
complaint.
anymore. It
Huh?
was they like change it every year or two.
I mean, it's still cool though that basically like, yeah, fuck you guys. If I was her, I would have someone come chop it down while he's
Well,
at
yeah,
work.
there's an issue with that. In that my parents don't work very much,
Oh.
like officially. Like they're coaches for like sports. My mom's a swim coach, dad's a tennis coach.
Okay.
Hey Jake, tell them your
Hi.
dad's name.
So a few years ago, there was this famous actor that decided to wrap himself around a tree. That shares a name with my dad. Very famous actor for Fast and Furious too.
You're a dick for that.
Dude, it's
Rip
still
Paul
too
Walker.
soon for that. It's still
Yep.
too soon. Damn. Damn. Oh,
So when
damn.
that happened, my dad was getting a lot of like calls and stuff, like checking to see if he was okay.
Wow. I
So
mean,
there was
that's kind
Paul
of cool
Walker
to see if
died.
he was okay, but like for the reasoning though, it's fucked.
The fact that his dad is named Paul Walker is like, I joke about it whenever I do see them, but
That's fucking crazy.
and
Man.
and boss, if you think telling me I was right for once on one thing, his dad thinks I'm right all the time, much to
I've
Jake's
never seen a helldiver
anger.
up close before.
Sorry. It's a preemptive strike. I didn't mean to kill the fucking conversation. Damn.
You did, Mike.
I
Ruined it.
did. You that was
Go back
absolute,
up. Everything died.
and it's
You
fucking
made me,
recorded.
you made me
Yep.
think. Did you see that Arrowhead or whatever got hacked? Did any of you guys hear about that?
How
No.
could they do such a thing?
Oh my god.
What are we gonna? What's gonna happen to the moderately feeble young adults?
Burn in
So-
the fires of democracy!
Man, nobody asked you.
Well,
Sit
that
down
was-
and shut up.
Oh, the feeble adults, they're on fire.
Wow, we're just gonna burn the moderately feeble young adults. Okay. Gas
Why the
mines
fuck
it is.
not at this point?
Didn't we save both?
I think so.
Both planets were liberated
Did we?
yesterday.
Well, but that's the
Before
thing.
the major
When they
war.
got
Yeah, you did.
When
Mike,
they
don't
got
lie.
bots got so easily overtaken that they lost a lot of territory, and now apparently we're in a truce with the bots.
How the fuck?
Supposedly,
What'd you just
Oh
say? Man?
no, there was a dispatch about that said that they spun it as the bots did some sort of an automation update,
And
and
it
it
failed.
caused them to be ineffective, and they lost a bunch of territory, but they're
Yeah.
back to full strength now.
yeah. But like I saw on
Alright,
the
listen to me, you
X
knife, you
account
piece of shit.
that they show a Helldiver and a bot shaking hands, and it says truce, and I'm like, no, we ain't having a fucking truce. We ain't forgetting the creek. We ain't doing that shit.
The creek is old news. Nobody remembers the creek.
Everyone remembers
Alright,
the creek.
listen to me,
Everyone
you
that
knife,
was
you
there.
piece of shit.
All right, I'll be back in a second. I'm going to the bathroom.
No,
All right.
stay. You hold it forever, damn it. Who the fuck is
No, I can't. I gotta go.
that? Holy shit.
That's what she said. High five! Nobody?
Somebody- I don't know. I always like that one.
Yeah, right.
Is that from a movie?
No, that's from
or show?
Helldivers. That's the female Helldivers that say it.
Really?
That's all
Huh.
from the official Helldiver Discord.
I didn't
Oh,
know that.
A lot of the
I
other
never
ones, though, I
really-
made myself.
I never really explored that much in there, though. To be honest.
Like,
Greetings, fellow Helldiver.
How about a nice cup of liberty?
now, if I go to the ones that I've made,
Fuck, that's an anti-tank rifle.
Oh, fuck, that's an anti-tank rifle!
oh, there's a lot. Hold on, these get good. These get really good, dude.
Two different reactions to that. That's amazing.
I know,
No,
Gwen. I know.
too soon. Why
That
is it
was
too soon?
that was the first soundboard I made for him, for Peasant.
Oh,
Yeah. So
yeah.
it was his absolute favorite one. There's another one I won't play anymore because, yeah, for that reason.
I understand.
Hey, Gwen, this one's for you.
I'm trying to do my fucking job. You coming in here singing about me for the millionth fucking time? Leave me the hell alone.
And the fucking chicken whopper. I don't have access. No, because I don't have access to my other software. So I'm locked out of all those. I can only play the Discord ones.
You just the textbook fucking definition of classy.
Yeah, that one was stuck in my head
Yeah.
today while I was out on the floor doing maintenance on the damn zebra printers, and I'm like,
Yes.
where's that in my head? And then when I finally figured it out, I'm like, fucking Mike.
Yeah, just so you know, she's right. She reminded me. When the FNAF, the Five Nights at Freddy one, and the two other ones, and when I use them, that segment gets muted on here for copyrighted audio, and just that section. So I won't be using a lot of them, but I still want to show you. So, I made this one. This was from me.
Now it's been a while since someone with style treated hell to a broadcast. Sinners rejoice! Oh, this will be fun.
Yeah, you definitely play a lot of those, especially during Rivals when like you, Isaac, and Jason have a plan, execute the plan. Plan probably goes up in flames.
Well, it wouldn't be Rivals if it didn't.
Scathing.
Oh man.
And my absolute favorite one that actually Bryce made for me is
That's it! Killing you both! Big bang attack!
Yeah, I like that one. I'm glad that one appeared on the one where everyone decides to blow up their hell bombs, and I'm like, fuck it, let me add mine.
that was great.
Let's go.
Let's see. I got access to cut. Here's another one that I've made.
Michael, don't leave me here. Michael.
That'll have to be like whenever someone drops an EMS on Jason and accidentally blow him up again.
Or like when you get left
Oh,
behind and
yeah.
the Pelican leaves us there. Or Pelican, whatever the escape name.
Well, are you doing this on purpose where you'll drop the 500 and then just walk up to it and then dive right in? I feel like you've been doing that on purpose on more dives now, where you'll just leave yourself exposed to see if you can dive in and not get killed.
I got the timing.
I got the timing.
I've
It doesn't
noticed
kill me
that.
unless somebody drops an EMP on me.
Like I said, the EMS was
not safe.
mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made.
And,
Oh my god!
but the important thing is that all the important people got out.
The important people, right? Yes, of course. Sorry, forgot my place for a second.
Oh shit! That one was really
But
loud.
now
Sorry.
apparently players are doing jousting tournaments in Helldivers where they'll take the Puma and the freaking stun javelin and they'll start ramming each other
Why does that
Well,
not
no-
surprise me?
from down.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're doing it, but they're doing it.
They're doing it.
And
I really want somebody. I saw that TikTok video for Marvel Rivals, and I saw Hulk and Hulk 1v1 for the final round. They all sat back and watched in circle and just let them 1v1. It was great. I want to find somebody who would do that with me.
insert old school battle arena Star Trek music.
Yeah. Oh, that would be so good.
Now that reminds me of Hunt Showdown. Like players will do, well, doesn't always work out, but they'll do the whole let's do 10 paces, turn around and fire. To laugh at that video where the guy's like talking to the enemy team, trying to get him to do that. They all look at each other and then they just gun him down and take his shit.
Your point person within fireball distance.
Gwen, I totally agree. Leroy Jenkins.
A message from the government of Canada.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself with the Canada button.
The Canada button. I feel like Canada just doesn't exist in the realm of Helldivers. Oh, the 51st state? They don't
The 51st.
Yeah, Canada, the 51st state. That's what I was just about to say. It's not going to be Canada for much longer.
It begins. Okay.
It's going to be the state of Canada.
Woo! I got adrenaline pumping.
Right next to the 52nd state, the state of Greenland.
Good timing.
Oh shit.
Cameron's like trying to focus.
There's Roshi in the back of your shelf over there. That's what he says. You heard that, right? This is how we get him to come out.
Anime teddies have been summoned.
You turned away at the perfect time.
I have Roshi in the background of my streams, especially during fighting games, because I feel like he's always going to constantly judge me.
I am always judging you. Listen, what will it take to get you to buy to get Sparking Zero on PC? What do I have to do? What do I have to do? Listen, can we get the check? Can we get this guy a sub hype train going, and he has to get Sparking Zero and face me in combat?
No. Hype train requires me to do stuff, and I don't want to do stuff right now. I just want to chill.
Yeah.
All right, what I'm hearing is we need a level 2 hype train. That's what I'm hearing.
No. I had a level 5, and
holy shit, dude! Congrats, bro. I'm at 17 subs right now. That is the highest I've ever had ever. I'm so motivated, and I realized something, and this is gonna sound all emotional.
wondering about what is Sparking Zero.
Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, the one where Bryce and I always fight in. Usually I'm Broly and he's Trunks, and we remake the abridged scenes throughout all our fights. It's one of my favorite things where I go, Princess Trunks, you lied to me. And then he does the go get me out of here, and I slam him into the mountain.
I laughed at the GIF you sent with Broly, but you're screaming, Paul!
Paul!
No, I think Paul could fight Broly.
Oh, Gwen, look at you with that fucking finger. That was fast as hell. She like the fastest mod in the West. So she's not in the West. Oh wait, no, I'm the one that's not in the West. I don't remember now. We're in the South. She in the South. That's right. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Band comprehensive. I don't know the name, but anyway, thank you so much for the banning. She got some good fucking. That sub people who sell viewers and shit.
So stupid. Never understood that.
There was a time where we're not having that discussion again. I'm not gonna lie, I'm totally forgot about the discussion. Yeah, no, you're right. We don't need to have that discussion, Gwen, because we already know. Yes, it is in the South. You shut your finger. You're not talking, so I can't tell you to shut your mouth. You top those fingers typing right now.
I always thought that it was Midwest or Central something. I didn't think that it was South either. I'm going to be honest.
Oklahoma's not really anywhere.
That's
all right, where are you from? What?
That's actually worse.
Great Plains.
The grape.
I am from the South.
Oh, you
Oklahoma
You going somewhere south? I'm telling you right now. Your next vacation.
Boss, you don't seem south to me because you don't have that heavy southern accent expected. No, I'm not. I don't hear it anytime I've talked to you.
Well, that's because I haven't had enough alcohol.
Hey, Noct. Tell us more.
Look at me with
I'm
his alluring
sorry.
eyes.
No, he's from Jersey.
Hey! Don't you badmouth Jersey.
Man,
Where I'm
New
from.
York, so I but the thing is that even when I say that, Chris is like, yeah, well, how long have you lived in Florida? You're Southern now. No.
You're from New York?
Me?
Yeah, long.
No,
Oh.
Ockham, New York. See, you say I don't sound Southern, but you don't sound like you're from fucking New York.
Hey, get a couple shots in him and some pizza.
I'm walking in.
Hey,
I'm
I'm
fucking douchebag.
You fucking douchebag.
But I will say,
He said douchebag.
Forget about it.
You guys see, like me, you got to get me pissed or drunk. That's then I really start talking like I'm from fucking Jersey.
100%.
The only one, and if Brandon was here to help with the story, he knows. He's heard me getting angry at work, and he's like, Are you acting right now?" I'm like, "What are you talking about? What's with the accent?" "No, I'm pissed off, is what I am." It's like, and I had to explain to him.
Gwen, I will agree with you. The Panhandle is Southern Alabama, and anything below that is basically a mix of North.
I might lose a
But I
couple
was
of
born
fans
here.
here.
Damn it. Okay, I've lived here my whole life. It was Southern back in the day.
I'm gonna probably lose a couple of followers here if I say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Alabama.
Alabama, yeah. Yeah, Gwen's from Alabama.
I'm sorry. She knows I'm gonna do it. Been doing it for years. She knows.
No, the you having to fish your keys out of a sewer. The way you told that story, that's as Southern as it gets. That's why I believe that you're Southern.
I mean, I am. I've come from here.
I want to try to be like one of those commercials where you be like, "You ever been so down low in the States that you thought you were in the South, but you were really still in the central area? Come visit Oklahoma, then you will."
Did he get attacked by a gator in the sewer? No.
That's fucking Florida. That's Florida.
So
Gators
that's
are everywhere.
I mean, not everywhere.
Like, you wake up a day, you look outside, you open the window, you're like, "Crap, honey, it's raining. Oh shit!" Open the front door, try to go take the trash out real quick or something. You turn around, there's a gator out my front door knocking, wanting to know if they want to talk about their Lord and Savior Godzilla. All right, I'm not ready to live in Florida.
House. Yeah, that was definitely a thing at my grandparents' house. You could walk out back and trip over an alligator for sure.
It's bad. I don't know what this button is, but I'm gonna press it. Random mystery button.
I love meat. I love meat in my mouth. I love the way it explodes.
Sounds like an Arby's commercial.
Wasn't that Markiplier?
That was Markiplier during. I guess he was playing a game called Dungeon Nightmare.
Wasn't that one of his rage streams?
Probably. But it might as well be an Arby's commercial.
Jesus. Kurganashe. Okay. All right. So where is Link tonight?
I don't know. He hasn't answered me back.
He hasn't answered me back either, but he also did tell me that he may or may not show up right away just because Monster Hunter.
He was playing Monster Hunter.
Him and Logan.
Yeah, they're probably playing together.
Yeah, so trying to get a hold of them. Hey, Benda.
He's not online though.
Yo, Benda! What's up?
Dude, if you want to get in here, feel like just go to the gaming space. It's in the Discord.
Fucking Arby's.
And I don't. Are there that many alligators in Louisiana?
Louisiana?
Louisiana, as it's properly pronounced.
Mike, you travel for work, so I'll be able to talk shit for a few minutes. That's fine. A few minutes is fine. Get your rant out.
I thought we had him
Girl-
booked for like 3 hours.
Oh, there.
We have to book him now.
Yeah, Gwen was in charge of that.
Gwen,
Yeah,
why don't you?
it's Louisiana.
How'd you fuck this up, Gwen?
Gwen, why don't you just show up in the Discord chat then and
Don't
chat here?
Don't do it, Gwen. It's a trap. Don't do it. Don't
I will.
don't do it. Don't do it.
What Discord chat?
Well, we're still in Knox. I'd have to pull her in here, so give me a second.
That's fine. Anyone ever see the trailer for the movie Mickey 17?
No,
No.
I'm not the
watched
cool
it.
kid.
I swear to God, I think Robert Pattinson goes out of his way to not sound at all like himself.
No!
Sounds familiar though.
He was there for a second.
And then she was just
I
like, poof,
think I
gone.
did see a trailer for this.
Benda.
It looks interesting.
No, I'm excited to
because
talk
they
with
play,
Benda too. I really am. I really am excited to talk to him. I've been excited to talk to him. I've been checking out a lot of his streams and trying to chat a little bit on them. I am excited to like bullshit with him. I get to finally get to actually know you guys. Metal Poison is raiding Noctum with a party of 2. Hell yeah, bro! You getting raided, dude?
It's part of La Familia, the stream team.
Ooh.
Thank you, Metal Poison. What were you playing?
Hey yo! Here, he'll get the. I'll do a little something stupid here, just because. Since you getting ready, I'll do something a little stupid here.
Hey, Jake, do me a favor.
go,
Do
here
a
we go.
shout out for Metal Poison.
Fall Guys.
Flamethrower, play doctor. Gwen, you are live online. Just letting you know your video is.
Yes.
Okay, I am making you aware.
Streaming live to 16 people.
3 on my end.
Win.
And I'm one of them. Huh?
Okay, I had to mute my tab.
Fall Guys, nuts.
What is the point of this game?
What, Fall Guys?
Yeah.
Like a kind of a racing game. I don't want to compare it to Mario Party because Mario Party at least has a variety of games. It's more you're all just trying to outlive each
It's
other.
a community game type. You kind of bump each other around, try to get through the obstacles. I couldn't get into it. I've tried playing it a while myself, so I can't get into it.
It got popular around the same time Among Us started exploding in popularity.
Ender, can you help me with setting up one of those shout out things? I want to have that for when you guys are in there, and I want to give you guys shout outs on mine, and I can't figure it out. I feel like I'm not going to lie, I feel kind of dumb about it, but.
Mike, I'll send you the website.
Pedro about that. He just asked me to do the shout out for him.
I'll send
Jake's like, I should press the buttons, damn it.
I'll send the website for that one.
I appreciate that. Because, yeah, I just, I see that stuff, and I'm like, that stuff, I want to notice the community. I want to see the chat like that.
Well, that's why I like the Frosty Tools one. I know it's still mostly free, and it's not unlimited, but the thing is that I don't use it often enough to where it's run out, so.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. I had to rearrange
really
the camera.
It's kind of scary how much it knows. But
I had to rearrange the camera on. Whoa!
There he is.
Oh, here he is, the man himself.
Hey.
Hey,
Benda!
Thank you for the hype. What's going on, guys?
Thanks, the ultimate hype.
I got like 25 minutes to go on a rant or whatever we're going to do. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Dude, thank you for coming. Thank you for
I've been wanting to do this with hell. When I first got to really know you, that's the first thing we talked about. So
I know. It's been a long time coming. Saturday nights are rough for me, though.
I totally understand. That's why I'm we're experimenting right now.
Yeah,
So,
test run.
Hey,
Take it for a
first
test
time.
run. It's going to be a huge hit. We'll all be famous.
Sure, why not?
So what do you got in your
well,
mind, man?
I
Like,
have
what are the
faith.
things you want to rant about?
well, do you guys have anything in mind? Because if I just go on a spiel, like I got a lot to talk about, but I don't know. Should we focus it on a certain thing, or should
Well,
I
we were
just?
mostly wondering, like, we were hoping you'd show up, and
Just give
so
us some
definitely we want
topics,
to hear
man. Let's hear what you want to start with. You got the floor, homie.
We talking movies or TV shows or video games
Start with
or
some games. Start
anything,
with some games.
anything, like movies, games, whichever.
All right, start with
I know
some
you
with
were
this Marvel
pissed about-
Rivals. I know you've been playing Marvel Rivals, and it's kind of jazz up like a lot of hype right now.
I know he was pissed
I
about
did.
Kai.
I did watch you get your ass kicked last night in Marvel Rivals.
Oh,
I thought I was actually doing pretty good though.
I only caught the last 2 matches, to be honest. You got beat. Both
I
of
honestly,
them.
I my team was good, but I feel like there's a lot of hype around Marvel Rivals, and I feel like it's a good game and it's a good knockoff of Overwatch. But
Oh,
it's,
yeah. Absolutely second that. I've been saying that.
yeah,
since
I
the
don't,
start.
everybody's and they're still saying that it's better than Overwatch, and it's not really offensive to me because Overwatch sucks too a little bit, but it's just crazy because I feel like everything they have they copied from Overwatch. So I
I
don't know how
think
it can be
my
better.
reasoning for the only thing that they could say that it makes it better than Overwatch is the balancing is more consistent, and the fact that it is quite literally superheroes that people know more about. That's pretty much
Yeah,
it.
I agree with the
more
second
relevant.
part.
That's why they got the notoriety. Is it's superheroes everyone recognizes.
Yeah,
that's why.
And that's what I was talking about last night. It's got the brand recognition, and that's good, and it is good. But I feel like the balancing, actually, I feel like every character in that game is just. I feel like there's no even fixing it at this point. Every single one of them is like completely broken, and the healing is way too strong, and it's just. I think they should just keep it the way it is now because there's no way they could ever fix it.
I think Mantis and Luna need a buff on their healing because their healing can fail just as bad as Adams can. But Rocket's quite overpowered. I can easily pump
Mantis-
43k heals just playing Rocket whole match. I've done it before with these guys.
Yeah, Rocket is definitely OP in the healing department. Oh, that's because you just sling your balls around everywhere.
I like
And
putting
they
my
just
balls all over the place.
People, like the other healers, you have to be a little bit more targeted. But like, I disagree. I think Mantis is good. You just
Really?
have to know how to play her. Yeah, she doesn't. She has consistent sustained heals. She doesn't do a lot of burst heals like the other healers do. So you have to be more on top of things.
I'll admit I'm still like a noob at the game, and I still use that word a lot, noob. Maybe we could discuss that as well. I feel like no one's using it nowadays. But yeah, I
I
think
try to
that's
be
an old
humble.
person thing to say. Yeah, but
Well, yeah.
I don't really even know. I play Venom and Punisher and Luna, and that's it. And I just noticed that both teams are just the heals. Like I'll do an ult on them, and they'll just be healed instantly. I'm like, what the hell, man?
Oh. That's Jason's big gripe. Where like any other asshole does their ult and we're dead in seconds. He tries to do the thing with the Punisher or whatever, or if I try, it doesn't matter.
Thanks for coming by, Metal Poison. Thank you.
Thanks,
All
bro.
right,
See you later.
That was on your stream, not.
Yeah. All right. What about movies, Benda? Like, what do you need to rant about with movies?
Movies are pretty shit.
For the last couple of years, fuck.
Anything in the last 10 years, yeah.
Everybody chimed in with that one.
The most exciting thing is the fact that episode 3 is coming back in theaters.
Yeah, but
I
that's
mean,
not like
that's
a newly
exciting to
made
me.
movie. Like it's not came
Yeah.
out. It's a rerun.
Well, that's what I'm saying is that the new stuff
Wait,
is crap. So they
episode
have
3?
to bring other
Yeah,
stuff
they're
back in.
re-releasing in theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah, Star
Episode
Wars.
3 of what?
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. See, when I say episode 3, I just assume everybody knows what I'm talking about.
That's what I figured. I haven't watched any of the new Star Wars. Is it all trash? We could talk about Star Wars. That's
Okay,
I watch
are we
YouTube
talking
videos
about-
making fun of new Star Wars. That's what I've watched.
It
I haven't
depends.
watched-
Is episode
I think one of the
3? Are
biggest
we
things
talking about
now-
the one
That's Return
Revenge
of
of the
Jedi.
Sith?
Oh no, that's Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of
It's
the
episode
Sith.
3. Yeah,
Yeah,
Revenge of the
I
Sith.
liked 3. I liked 3, and I liked
Yeah,
2.
that was my favorite of the first 3.
Well, in hindsight, the prequel trilogy is actually good now because Disney fucked it up.
Oh, good God, did they screw it up?
When Disney
I
dropped the
remember
ball,
when-
the prequels are a masterpiece by comparison.
Yeah, when the prequels came out, I remember we were bitching about them, but now it's like we didn't know what we had.
I
Mhm.
actually
Right.
really enjoyed the Clone War droid era. And you know what? If Terry from on here, Terry would come on here. He's a Star Wars fanatic. Could literally get down to like the armor rating by inch to go into that detail. And owns all the helmets. He's obsessed.
Was he a fan of Disney Star Wars though, or just
No,
like good
Clone
Star Wars?
Wars.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Original Clone
Sold
Wars Star
out.
Wars.
It's so watered down now. It's just ridiculous.
Okay, so
I didn't even
rumor.
like. Sorry,
Go
go on.
ahead.
I was gonna say I
No,
don't
go
even
ahead.
like the good Disney Star Wars. Like everybody liked The Force
Mandalorian.
Awakens. I turned that shit off when I was the first time I watched it. I turned it off.
Three.
And then Rogue One,
Yeah.
everybody said was good too, and I turned that shit off too. And
I
then
couldn't
those
get
were
into that
supposed to be like
either.
the good things.
I
I
couldn't
turned
either.
that shit off. Terrible.
Well,
Dude, I was like, I just can't. It's nothing what the fuck it was.
so
I
I
watched
saw
them
an
for the
article
sake of
today,
watching them to say that I watched them.
Yeah, see,
and
I'm not a huge Star Wars guy. Like I liked them when I was younger and stuff, and I do like the original ones, but yeah, the new ones are just not good.
mm,
And those
but
were the good ones.
now,
What about the Acolyte? Have you guys watched that shit?
oh god, fuck!
No, no,
I
no,
watched
no.
it, and I still need to gouge my eyes out.
I
Like
I haven't watched any of those yet. Not even Ahsoka.
I've been in arguments with a lot
The
of my
stupid
friends. "No, you didn't give it a fair
Mandalorian. I
shot."
mean, come
They're
on.
like, fine,
I
fuck
heard
it.
that.
I'll
Oh
watch it.
well, I heard the Book of Boba Fett was really bad. So I heard the Acolyte was worse. I
Oh
can't
god,
believe. Like I feel like watching the Acolyte just to see like how could they do that to Star Wars? How could they do that? Like we could have made a better show, and we have
Yeah.
no.
Disney,
That
Like come on,
writing.
this is Disney.
Go ahead,
Like,
Pedro. Go ahead,
they fucked over
Pedro.
Robert Rodriguez because he only did that because Disney has the rights to Alita Battle Angel, which is a great fucking movie in my opinion.
that is a good movie.
And
I saw
That's
that.
a good movie. Yep.
and the thing is, he agreed, and they told him, okay, but if the Book of Boba Fett's a success, then you can have your sequel. They set him up for failure because every time he tried to do something with Boba Fett, they slapped him with changes. So now he just kept following what they were doing. He's like, okay, if I do what they want, then I get to do what I want. It failed, and yeah, now we can't even do an Alita Battle Angel sequel.
I didn't even know Robert Rodriguez did that Star Wars shit. I feel
Yeah,
bad now because I like Robert Rodriguez.
I do too. But like I said, he was influenced by the studio, so he got really screwed over with that. And speaking
Disney
of the
fucks
studio,
everything up.
yeah. But now apparently Disney's trying to sell Star Wars from an article I read. I'll have to send it to you.
No.
Nobody's buying it.
Well, I heard
Oh.
Kathleen Kennedy is retiring.
No,
Thank God.
no. She's no longer retiring out of spite because everybody celebrated too early that
No
national
way.
anthem.
Is that
Yeah.
real?
Is that
Yeah,
even legal?
yeah,
Can
yeah.
she do that?
Came out with a statement saying she's not retiring, and I'm like,
No, I think I heard she's still she's like stepping down, but she still might be involved in some way. But she's stepping down as head of Lucasfilm. That's what I heard. But she's
Right.
not like
Yeah.
retiring
She's gonna
completely.
pull with Bezos, and she's gonna be
Yeah,
behind the
she's
scenes.
maybe.
Yeah, I
Jesus
agree with
Christ.
him. I agree with him. Did you hear that?
Is that came out of your Alexa thingy over there?
Before even more planets fall.
That's a hell
Yeah,
diver.
because-
A soundboard.
but
Good
I agree.
stuff.
A lot of movies these days have just not been that great. Like I personally did enjoy The Wolfman. It felt a little artsy, but it also fell flat on a lot of other.
I haven't
places.
seen that one yet.
I thought it was.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one either.
I saw the movies. I thought it was too dark to even see anything, so I gave it an F. It might have been the theater I was in. I don't know.
It was dark where I was watching it, but I thought that was by design. I don't know why.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I like Companion. You guys see Companion? That was
I
good.
have not. No.
I haven't seen that one yet.
That was decent. And then I also saw The Monkey this past weekend. I mean, it wasn't bad, but I thought it was gonna be better.
Honestly, I've been watching a lot of nothing but Crunchyroll for the last couple of weeks to months. So the last movie I watched, Venom 3. I am a Venom fanatic. So to see the Hardy Eddie Brock was awesome to me. I thought it matched perfect. I thought it was great. I
like Tom Hardy. I gotta say,
Tom Hardy's awesome.
Yeah.
Everything he does is awesome.
yeah, he makes it awesome. But I gotta say, not a fan of the Venom movies. Not a fan. Not a fan.
I'm having a
lot
stroke.
of movies-
No.
Mike's go
some of the
fall.
movies that-
I mean, wait,
No,
okay.
you're
As a
not
Venom fan,
No.
as a Venom fan, no, you're gonna say those movies they couldn't have done better on those movies? Come
Oh,
on.
absolutely. Oh, absolutely. But compared to the black suit Spider-Man and the Venom
Okay,
that
yeah, I'll
fucking
give you that. Yeah,
they had
well,
for
I'll give you
that
the
one,
right.
that
Yeah,
was
well, in
horrible.
comparison, definitely. I mean, the bar
Yeah.
set so low, obviously.
It was.
Yeah.
It was so horrible. They
But
had
just
so
because-
much potential.
But they could have done way better. They could have been so much better than. I didn't see the third one yet, but the first one and the second one, I thought
The
man,
third
just
one
could have been
is
so
the
much
stuff
better.
of nightmares. I'm telling you right
My
now.
problem was that them kept teasing Spider-Man only for him to never show up. Is
Yeah,
it's like why?
Sony did a lot of that shit. You see what was that? What's that stupid ass movie with Jared Leto? That was terrible.
Morpheus.
Yeah, Morbius.
Oh, yeah.
They had that post credit scene with like what was it, Michael Keaton from Spider Man. That's never gonna happen, and none of it's gonna happen.
It went
No. No.
Oh my
Sony
God.
is fucking up.
Yeah, Sony's messing up bad, and I don't know if they care, if they notice anything. They keep screwing up. It's the same
Speaking
thing
of,
with
have you guys
Marvel
seen
itself.
Madam Web? I haven't seen that,
my
but
God.
I mean, it looks atrocious.
Again, it's like I have to justify my arguments with some of my friends where I'll watch it, and I'm like, look, I've seen it, and I can tell you it was shit. And it's the same thing with like Agatha All Along. It's like I'm watching it, and I'm like, it's not that great though, and yet too many people to argue with about this shit, and it's like I keep getting caught in some kind of crossfire because it's like, oh well, you just didn't understand it. I'm like, no, I understand it. I just don't like it.
I just don't like it. You can't accept
So-
that I don't like it. I just watch a lot of anime.
Then that's why I've bonded with you with a lot of the older movies, like From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, speaking of Robert Rodriguez from Dust and Dawn. Yeah.
Listen,
Like, go on.
Despite popular vote, okay,
Thank you, Brandon. Good to
Sex
see you at least.
Machine was a god.
Tom Savini, bro. Obviously.
Okay.
What do you mean, despite what? Is that even in debate? I didn't think that was even a question. I didn't even think that was even a question.
He played the same character in 3 different movies. Well, it was Dawn of the Dead, Land of the Dead, and From Dusk Till Dawn. Same.
Well, you know,
character.
he's a makeup artist, so he did all the
yeah.
makeup for those movies. He's not really
Man,
like
that
an
was
actor.
some good
but
ass
he's-
makeup.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
the one that
godlike.
technically invented the look for Jason Voorhees, and
Yeah,
that's,
yeah.
Oh.
Knocked
Yeah.
on your stream. Linked wrote, "Hey, sorry I'm not available for the combo, but I'm here at least." Hey, we love you, man. Sorry you can't make it for the convo. There's always the next time, brother. Always the next time.
Speak for yourself. I'm bitter.
That Tail's like,
Brenda, what
fuck
do
you, man.
do work for you better?
That sounds about right. Oh, Link, he says you can suck him, I guess. I mean,
Correct. That
Where's Link at? Link abandoned us tonight. We got important
Lux.
topics here.
Lux, thank you for coming over. Lux, how are you? Oh, you're lurking. Thank you very much for the lurk.
Benda, but I was asking what days normally work best for you?
Well, you know, if you want to do it on like stream, if you want to do a co-stream thing, yeah, you probably go later. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Usually I go later.
Okay, Fridays
So-
I could do later Fridays.
I can definitely do later.
can't do
But when I
Fridays.
say later before 8, though, I could maybe go. I could go a little later though if you guys wanted to do it. But then I'll be
But I
probably
usually do-
oblivious. I'll be obliterated by then,
Oh,
I
okay,
usually
okay.
do
So
like
early in the
the-
day.
which is okay actually. I mean, I feel like
game stream earlier in the day, and I've been thinking of adding one for later, like when everyone goes to bed or something like that, or close to that, something like that. I'm still tinkering around with that, but yeah, Mondays don't sound bad. So, because like I said, I wanted to test it out for today, see how this went, and I'm liking it. But obviously, I want to make sure to get everybody together and. You know, we wanna
I
do
like
this.
when we just get to hang out like this. We talk about things we like. We see our different points of views, and we also get to know each other a little bit on the process and make new friends along the way in the chat. Hey, welcome everybody.
I
Ben,
agree.
how do you feel about Star Trek?
Oh, let's go! Look at the Enterprise behind me.
Oh, that's
Well,
Mike's.
yeah,
That's his
Mike locked
wheelhouse.
in now.
Look at that, right above my bed. Look at that. That's my bed.
What is that? I can't see.
That's the Galaxy class Enterprise D.
Oh, it's beautiful. I like Star Trek, old Star Trek. I don't know what's going on nowadays with new Star Trek. I'm assuming that is trash. I've
Not
heard.
the same
I'm
as
not
Star
going
Wars.
with the new shit, especially as
I've
Section
heard
31.
that. Yeah, I
Jason
heard
and
they.
Mike would be the ones to talk about that.
I heard they completely dragged Jean-Luc Picard. They tarnished his good name, and they're pretty much doing what they did to Star Wars and just pissing all over it.
They started
So I
to,
refuse
yeah.
to watch it.
Jason, you look like you have a
ground.
lot to say about it.
Unbelievable.
He's got to clean his glasses for this.
I clean my glasses, yeah. No, it's just one of those things, you know. It's Star Trek, Star Wars, Marvel, all these things. They
Listen.
can't come up with original ideas anymore, so they just have to try to milk as much money out of what worked before.
And that's what really pisses me off too, because I don't feel like they're true to the real fans, and they're trying, like, take. I mean, I don't really watch Star Wars or Star Trek, but take like video game stuff. When they completely just take a video game, let's take Halo, and they make the Halo TV show. And you know, I understand the show can't be exactly like the game; it can't follow beat for beat, but it's got to have. There's a few things that are like required. They gotta follow somewhat of the story, and it's got to stay true to the game in some way. They can't just take the Halo name and just cash it in and make the show that they want to make. You're only getting money. You're only getting money for the show because the game is that popular and it has the base already. So you can't just say, you know what, we don't like the games. We're just going to do something else.
No, you're just piggybacking at that point. You're trying to grab that fan base and make it your own. You're piggybacking.
The Fallout TV show I thought was really well.
Fallout was awesome.
Now, and I think everything's shit. And
guys, here's
Fallout
something
was
about
good.
the Halo series real quick. Season 2, they actually started to listen, and they brought the flood in, which is what we requested, and they finally corrected a lot of that just to be canceled anyway. But Netflix just bought it.
Yeah, but I hope it doesn't come back. Season 2 was better, but not by much. It was still shit. Just because they did a little stuff, it was terrible.
All right, I'm also not gonna lie. I know the Halo lore in and out to every aspect possible, and I was just so excited to see what they did with the flood because they were going the right direction.
And that's the thing too. Like I want to like it, and I can't. And forget about that Netflix Resident Evil show. I talk about that shit all the time. What was that all about?
Oh, dude, no.
Are you fucking kidding me with that?
I couldn't even watch it.
That was the worst of them. I watched the first episode twice. I said this last night. I had to watch it twice because I was shocked. I thought maybe I wasn't understanding what was happening, and I had to watch it a second time to understand what was going on. And it was the worst shit I've ever seen.
God.
I can't believe they did that.
And
they made Resident Evil into some sort of CW teen drama.
Right.
Sorry.
Right?
Yeah.
They were like, soap opera. Let's go.
That was ridiculous.
And the only good thing for because I watched it all the way through, the only thing I liked about it was Lance Reddick, and I'm like, Lance, you're better than this.
And he passed away, you know, and that's his last fucking thing that he did. Yeah, he's a good actor.
Like, the last thing you got to go out on in his Resident Evil TV show?
Ridiculous.
Like,
and no offense, he's a great actor. That's exactly what the shit I'm talking about. He didn't look like Wesker. He didn't act like Wesker. Resident Evil didn't look like it wasn't Resident Evil at all. Like, how could you take a character and just he didn't act like him at all? That's not Wesker. That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous.
They tried to
not saying he did a bad job, but it had nothing to do with the game. Sorry, go ahead.
They tried to say that it was connected to the games. I'm like, no, the fuck, it's not. Like, and no, the thing is, they did explain the Wesker part though, where it was all clones, but they were acting more like brothers. And I'm like, yeah, you can do the clone thing as much as you want.
That would have confused the shit out of me.
Like he ended up looking like Blade when they showed in the full Wesker outfit.
Well, he does wear the trench coat in the game, and he does do like kicks and shit. But still, that's no excuse.
That's no excuse, though.
Yeah.
Welcome to Raccoon City was closer to the games, and that was still shit.
So I have a strong opinion on this. I think Welcome to Raccoon City was better than any of the Mila Jovovich movies, just because it was still shit. Don't get me wrong, it was still shit. But at least they fucking tried. At least they fucking tried. But
least Chris,
also,
like Chris.
they did fuck up though, because a lot of the characters, especially Leon, he looks nothing like he did in the game. If you're a fan of the game, you want to see Leon from the game. I don't want to see some dude with a fucking afro or some shit. I don't know what that was. He's like falling asleep on the job in the movie. I remember that. I'm like, this ain't Leon. What is
They
it?
made Leon Carlos.
Yeah, what
Yeah,
happened is they
exactly.
drew
That
him with
would've
a
been a good
regular
Carlos.
haircut, and the guy spilled some coffee, tried to smudge it with his finger, and was like, "Oh, he's got an afro now."
Yeah, so what the fuck? Like I remember I saw it once in the movie, so I don't have a good recollection, but he's like falling asleep and shit. It's like that's not Leon from the game. Like, why would you do that? Like, why not make him? He's new on the job. He's a rookie cop, and he's
With
Leon
an
Kennedy. Why
already
you gotta fuck around?
established fan base behind it
Exactly.
too.
And you're right.
And
That guy would have made a good Carlos, not Leon. What the fuck?
But according to the filmmaker, or whatever, he delved too deep into Leon's backstory. That the reason why he kept fucking up or whatever is because his girlfriend dumped him a week prior, and he was getting over it. That's why he was listening to like love songs or whatever while he was.
That shit ain't in the game.
Yeah, it's only in the books. It's not even in the games that they talk about. That shit.
I've studied the games real hard. When I was a kid,
Yeah.
I had notes on that shit. I really did. I was pathetic.
Yeah,
I
like,
didn't
there
read
was
the
no
books though,
Best
granted.
fucking response ever. That shit ain't in the
did.
game.
I had the strategy guides. I was like,
Same.
all right, this guy's related to this guy, and Spencer built a mansion, and he was betrayed, and that's Lisa Spencer, and this, that, and the other. Like, I had a fucking family tree on Resident Evil, and I knew everything. That shit wasn't in it.
I'm telling you, yeah, they took the stuff from the non-canon shit and decided to insert it.
Well,
and I'm like, oh come
they
on,
should have
you
left that
didn't-
shit out. And
Yeah.
also, they did a lot of characters dirty. Like Jill Valentine was pathetic.
Mhm.
What about with
Wesker
the
was
games?
pathetic.
I've always had a problem with the movement and directionals. What the fuck?
Those are
Oh,
only
I feel like-
the original games you're talking about.
Correct.
like the
Yeah,
old
the
school
tank
thing.
control, they got rid of that though a long time ago.
Yeah, those aren't coming back. But I still like those kind of horror games personally.
I
But
do
that's just
too,
me.
but I think it's just a nostalgia thing though. Like if somebody played that for the first time today, they'd be like, "What the fuck is this trash?"
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
understand it, but
That's so
It's
many
just-
like that
adult
with, like,
games
Halo
though
3.
that you remember playing back when you were a kid. You go back, you play again, you're like, oh, that flood of nostalgia, and then 13 or like 15, 20 minutes in, you're like, all right, I'm done.
Right?
dude,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got the perfect example of that. Fucking GoldenEye. I played it again fairly recently. I was like, this game. I don't remember it being this hard to control, and it's fucking shit now. But back in the day, it was great.
It was. That
Yeah,
was that was the
fucking
shit to
love
play back then
GoldenEye.
with your friends.
GoldenEye set a
Yeah,
precedent.
GoldenEye was huge.
Yeah. Like God, but they did bring it back for the Switch and Xbox. It kind of plays better on the Xbox, but on the Switch, it's practically unplayable.
I
So you
just
gotta
can't do the
remaster whole fucking
handheld
controller.
shit, man.
Yeah, I don't do the mobile shit usually.
I don't do phone games either. Did you see the
Yeah, me neither.
announcement of where about the Switch 2? And how it's a massive list of games that are not going to be backwards compatible to play Switch
only
1
the-
games.
I've heard about that.
I thought that
Really?
it was only going to be specifically like Labo and other like the stuff that was made specifically for the first Switch.
Yeah, but you can't buy those, but you could buy their HD versions for Switch 2 versions at full
Oh,
price.
well, yeah, of
whatever.
course.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
No
I feel like Nintendo gets off the hook because Nintendo, like we know EA Games is shit and Activision and all the big companies, but Nintendo, they never lower the price of their games and everything. I feel like they got their brand going and they just, I don't know. I feel like they're as greedy as the rest of them. And
They
I
do
feel
get
like
away with a lot of
everybody just lets them pass because Activision and EA are way worse, I guess.
Mhm.
But I don't know. Nintendo's right up there with them, I think.
Well, I
Nintendo,
think Nintendo kind of gets a pass because it's been around for so long, and those of us that are Generation X,
Oh no, we
grew up
ain't
with
doing no
it.
generational talk on here, young lady.
Oh, stop. And and so it's like, ooh, it's Nintendo. Ooh, it's Mario. Ooh, and so they kind of get a pass. In a way.
me, Mario.
Yeah.
They do
it's
have the
nostalgic.
branding for sure.
Yeah.
Like those little amiibo things, like I wanted to start collecting those, but they're like $40 a pop or something. It's
I
like,
just
come
want
on,
them for
man.
the
This-
decorative value. And
Oh,
Me
They
too.
only get up there if you don't get them as because they're usually like $12 at the start. I'm not trying to justify it because like I have my whole ass wall here, So just
You got the amiibos? They're only 12? I thought they were more than that.
when they first come out, they are because like I actually had to buy two of these Sephiroths. This one like for here, and I have one in the box that is never going to be opened somewhere in the house. That is probably like 150 right now. So yeah,
See, so that's an investment then.
that one, yeah. Like I knew people were going to buy. I was trying to buy multiples at the start, but it's like every time I tried, the supply would run out pretty quick, and I also have to like be careful on which ones I get because they every time they do a re-release, the design is different from the earlier iteration. Because like this Mario right here is actually the original version, like the first generation of amiibos that came out when the Wii U was still relevant.
Mm-hmm.
Give
And
you a little close up there, knocked on my stream for you.
See,
thanks.
those probably are a good investment. They'll probably be worth a lot of money one day.
Yeah,
Because
I think
Nintendo is
so.
very collectible, like Coca-Cola. People collect that shit.
Yeah.
I know I got some. Oh yeah, so like my Wolf Link amiibo. This one came with the collector's edition of Twilight Princess HD for the Wii U. So and then my Kazuya for like I said, I just got a bunch of these.
It's beautiful. I'm jealous.
Like I have a friend who buys like chips or whatever from eBay that are like a couple bucks that have the amiibo data. And I'm like, I kind of like having the statue. I mean, when Waluigi came out finally, I'm like, mine.
Oh wow!
Oh, that's
Never seen
awesome.
that before.
Like he's fucking huge. But then there's like this game with my
You got a
set.
lot of Nintendo merch back there. And then you
I
got
do.
Deadpool sitting right in the middle of everything, kind of throwing off the and what's that? Michael Myers back there as well.
Yep,
You're
that's
mixing genres.
oh
Stay
that's my
consistent,
whole
man.
life. My whole life is is mixed genres. And if like and he kind and he talks. Let me
Scathing.
sick.
All right. Well, I don't want to do it. I'm digging the Nintendo talk, but since we got on the Michael
Back
Myers,
to the Deadpool head or head pool.
well, yeah, Deadpool, or I was gonna go actually with Michael Myers and say, who's your favorite slasher,
Oh,
and
Oh,
why
Hogan.
is it, Chucky?
why is it Chucky?
Why is it Chucky? Have you been watching the show?
I couldn't get into the TV show. Like it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good.
The first season was good, but then it just kind of went off the rails for me.
Yeah,
So
I
I
feel like
kind
I
of
didn't dig it as much as everybody else did.
yeah.
I don't know, but Child's Play 1 and 2 are fucking good. And then
They're
I like
phenomenal.
Bride. You know what? I like Bride of Chucky and even Seed. I'm a Seed fan. And Seed of Chucky, I don't know why I get so much hate. It was funny.
I think it's because of at the time, I guess its quality for a lot of people they didn't vibe with. I guess I don't know. I thought Seed of Chucky was good too.
Well, it did get
Chris,
wacky. Like it got more like it was a
Okay,
comedy,
show off.
really.
Hey, what up, Juniper?
Yeah.
show off.
Show
So
off.
it's funny that you mentioned Chucky because I was reading something on Facebook today where they're coming back out with My Buddy. You remember if you remember that, if you're old enough to remember that.
Yeah,
And there was someone that said that they had a My Buddy back in the day, and then after they watched Child's Play, they locked it in a cabinet or something so it couldn't get out at night and attack him because because it
See?
was so much like and I'm like, oh, this is coming back around again. So that's just what I think of when I think of Chucky. I think of that the My Buddy looks a lot like Chucky looks like a deranged version of it. So anyway, that's I don't know how to end that. So
I remember all my friends were afraid of Chucky back in the day. I don't know why, because you could just kick him away and everything would be all right. But I've always said, Chucky's an ambush predator. That's what makes him dangerous.
yeah.
That's literally the only reason. Just catches you off guard.
Yeah, because no one thinks he's gonna fucking be alive, and then he strikes.
Then he stabs you in the fucking eye.
And listen, you got people like me. At one point in time, I lived with a Chihuahua for a couple of years. I'm always looking for ankle biters.
Chihuahuas are fucking fierce.
I'm always watching
I've had a
out for
few
ankle
Chihuahuas in my
biters.
day. Oh yeah.
It's always watching below the belt.
I would say either Chucky or Freddy for the slashers, just because they're good at
Yo, Freddy.
not only do they kill in creative ways, but also they have funny one-liners, and I appreciate that. Jason and Michael
Tips.
Myers, like, yeah, they don't say anything. They're kind of
I can
mindless
get
killing
behind
machines.
that. I can get
Welcome to
behind
my
that. Yeah,
world, bitch.
Yeah,
It's
I
not- it's
appreciate
not
a good one-liner.
Absolutely. I mean, Chucky did have good like jokes, but they were kind of like, I don't know, that dry humor.
I appreciate
Well,
that humor.
I mean,
I like dry humor. Yeah.
the first two
Man.
really weren't even funny at all, but he did
No,
have
no.
like a few one, and then the third one just sucked, and that one wasn't funny either, though. And then Bride
That's
of Chucky is
Casper.
when they started to actually,
Bring the humor about.
yeah, they went hard. I feel like Freddy gradually got funny, and Chucky just went serious, and then they went like all in on Bride of Chucky, and it was just funny. And Seed of Chucky was just fucking ridiculous.
Mm.
Well, that was like the same time that like the rom-coms really taken off and everything was going the funny direction too. So
Mm.
they had to try to fit in.
Grey's Anatomy. No.
You know, when I keep trying to think
It's
like copycats and whatnot, or for films, I always try to look back at like something like Weekend at Bernie's, and I realize no one's ever tried to replicate that.
Okay,
I'm sure
I have a
remake's
really
coming.
funny personal story to that.
would say something,
It's
but
really
I'm not
short. My first so my daughter's mother, my first kid's mom, we met because I was walking down the beach cosplaying, pretending to be Weekend as a Bernie when I was a kid. I had the sunglasses on. I did the walk and everything down the side of a beach one day, and she thought I was funny, and that's how we met. Yeah.
That does not surprise me at all.
She told, yeah, even to this day, my daughter asked me, she goes, Dad, can you still do the Bernie walk? I'm like, I can still do it. It's stupid, but fine.
I don't
She's
think
20.
I don't know if they would ever remake that one. I hope they never do.
Oh, I hope they do.
That's one of those things that I don't know. I just
You don't hope they do because they couldn't get away with half the shit that they got away with back then, and it would be terrible.
It would be terrible. Yeah, it would be terrible.
Well, that's the thing too. I feel like they don't even make comedies anymore. Like if they do make a
not real
comedy, it'll go
comedies.
straight to Netflix or something. So I guess that would actually be a good fit for like a Weekend at Bernie's remake, but it would suck. Yeah, it would suck though.
I want to say something so bad, but I'm not going to.
No, you could. You share with the group. Share with the group.
I'm sitting here thinking, well, they did make Weekend and Bernie's. It's called the Biden presidency.
Oh, we're getting political. That's actually sad but true. But it's good stuff. What about Noctum? We talked about this a few times. Quentin Tarantino movies. What's our favorite Quentin Tarantino movie? Because Quentin Tarantino is my favorite writer / director.
Pulp Fiction, like I did love The Hateful Eight. I thought that one.
I think that one's underrated, dude.
Glorious Bastards.
They're all fucking. You know, I think his weakest one is Death Proof. I think that's his weakest one.
Yeah,
off the top of my head. Even though it's still good though, that's the thing. I don't think he's never had a movie that actually I thought I walked out was like that shit. Miss Lacey's here. Miss Lacey's in the chat, guys. Be careful.
Well, thank you for the follow, Miss Lacey.
But his best, I know everybody says Pulp Fiction, but I would go Pulp Fiction, or I actually think Django Unchained.
Hi, what you talking
I was
about?
gonna say, for me, it's either Django or Inglorious Bastards. And
Inglorious Bastards
right
is
there.
it's fabulous. It's one of those I have to go back
Either
and watch.
either way,
But
great.
I think Django is probably my favorite.
It is fucking epic.
It's funny.
Oh my
how
god, you gotta get on it. Stop.
Christoph Waltz goes from the biggest douchiest son of a bitch in one movie to somebody you would take a bullet for in the other one. It's like,
well, you know the like the fan lore behind that is that they're related, right? Like Christoph Waltz character in Django is like the grandfather of Hans Landa.
I think that's a fan-made thing, though. I think that's a fan-made thing.
It's definitely a
So it
fan-made
might not be
thing.
canon at all.
I don't think Tarantino's ever commented.
Oh, okay.
on it.
So okay.
Yeah, they're talking about movies right now.
Didn't they say that Django's just the great grandfather of Shaft? Because
I've heard that too. Yeah,
Whoa,
that's
we know we're talking
stupid.
about Shafts.
I've heard that too, but yeah, I don't think so. I just got to say that DiCaprio did a fantastic job in Django too.
Hey, he's a good
That was
actor. He's a
fucking
good actor.
great character.
Yeah, but next
He
to
really cut his hand during
next to
that.
Christoph Waltz, though.
Oh, Christoph Waltz.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
you
no.
can't. Like,
Christoph?
Waltz,
You know what?
you can't
I'm
hold a
actually going to
candle
say
that guy.
something to ruffle everybody's feathers.
Do it.
Leonardo's good. Leonardo DiCaprio's good. He ain't great though. He ain't great.
No.
He's a fucking famous actor, but honestly,
no,
let's be real. He plays Leo in every movie. I mean,
Pretty much.
he is better than most. Actually, I will say he's not like Ryan Reynolds or The Rock or anything. And I like those guys too. I don't like. Actually, I take that back. The Rock is shit. I like Ryan Reynolds kind of, but they play the same person in every movie.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
Leo
Like
does
me.
have a little bit of range.
Same thing with Tom Cruise, okay?
Yeah.
But Tom Cruise, I feel like Tom Cruise is better than most as well, but not like top tier. Like I would put Christoph Waltz top tier.
Yes.
I would
Yeah.
put who's that one dude that's fucking crazy? Oh, I put Joaquin Phoenix top tier, except for some movies now he's kind of shit sometimes.
Yeah.
But who's that other dude that Daniel Day-Lewis?
Daniel
That dude,
Day-Lewis. Oh,
yeah,
God.
that guy's insane.
Gangs
There
of
will
New
be
York.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
will be blood. That's my favorite movie with him, honestly.
Gangs of New York.
I did like
Miss
Gangs of New
Lacey's
York.
just Miss
Yes.
Lacey's naming Leonardo DiCaprio movies. Inception. He was good in that, but he was Leo in that.
Inception
Like
was
I
good,
don't know.
yeah.
He was Leo.
I
in
could have
that.
played
Very
it.
similar.
I
Like,
could have
all
played
his
that part and did
characters
just
are
as
very
good. I could have done it.
Even in
No
Blood
problem.
Diamond, he was
Easy.
still Leo.
Keanu Reeves, yeah, but he's very similar too. But
What about Hugh
love the
Jackman?
John Wick movies.
Hugh
Hugh Jackman, I would say he's better than most still, but not Daniel Day-Lewis level.
Broadway guy. He's a musical guy.
He's
He's
fucking Wolverine.
Yes, but he's.
Wait a minute.
Can you imagine
Back it up.
Wolverine on fucking Broadway, Gwen?
Wait a minute. Is that your defense right now as to why he's a good actor? He's fucking Wolverine. So what?
No. She said that he is a Broadway musical actor.
Okay. Sorry. I thought. Okay, all right. I thought you're.
That's how he got his start.
You're talking about
Yeah, he
Greatest
is.
Showman, and that was an
Yeah, but he got-
amazing
Greatest
movie.
Showman and Les Mis.
But he got his breakout because Russell
He's
Crowe
great in
said no to
Les Mis,
Wolverine.
Yes, he even admitted
Russell
that.
Crowe was Wolverine. That was weird.
That would be
That
fucking
would've been
weird.
Russell Crowe will forever be Gladiator for me.
Yes.
Yeah, and they had to make
Have
a
y'all seen the
sequel.
second Gladiator?
Trash.
I heard it was shit
Yeah.
because it just copied the first one completely.
Trash. Like
Yeah.
they plagiarized the first one in all the worst ways.
Has
Like,
anybody seen Megalopolis? I want to see that to see how fucking terrible it is.
No, I haven't
I
seen
have
that
not.
one.
Damn.
I haven't taken the plunge.
I don't think it's available. I think it's so bad they like threw they burned the movie and nobody could watch it now because that's how terrible it was.
Bomb that bad. Oh my god. That's
Wait,
crazy.
is it somebody say it's on Hulu? I don't think it is because I looked today.
No,
I wanted to watch it.
I was saying the new Captain America. That one was so bad. It's not now. That's on Hulu.
Oh,
It's like-
yeah.
No, that's available to watch on Hulu.
That just.
It's on Hulu right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The idea of who is it? Falcon ends up
Falcon.
being. Yeah.
It
That
should have been
no,
Bucky. It should
no,
have followed the
no.
comic at
no.
least.
That just
Like-
ruins it for me.
Listen,
'Cause, like,
it would have been a decent movie at least if they would have spent more time on Red Hulk than worrying about this worrying about who takes the next mantle crap.
Ugh.
It would have been
I
a
just
decent
don't like-
action movie.
You take Falcon, you hand him Cap Shield, and now he's Captain America. Like it's just
And
doesn't work.
I
that's.
mean, come on.
I mean, all right. I'm gonna say it.
Do it.
I'm gonna say it. Knocked him. All right.
Do
I'm- Go ahead.
it. Do it.
They're making like. Why would they do that? They're making Black Captain America for no fucking reason when they got Blade sitting there. When they got Blade sitting there, who is black, and you could make an actual good character that's already black instead of just fucking shoehorning that in there. You already got Blade, and
Blade
Blade's
is
great.
badass as
Yeah.
a character.
And you guys are
Depending on
cringing
Blade's
like that. So
character,
do you
and
guys? I don't want Blade to be white. Like you already got to fuck. Why
No.
shoehorn all
I
this
think,
shit?
I think they're
Make a
cringing
good
because you
black
called out
character.
The fact that it's black in America, you know.
I mean, that's not the only reason why it sucks. But
and they don't want to use the established character. They do have a black Captain America already in the comics, and they made him the old version, whatever. In which again, they keep ignoring what they do have. They have an arsenal of characters. They won't use them, and it's all about changing the established characters into what they aren't. And It's ridiculous.
And that's what pisses the fans off because
Correct.
Can I say what
Disney.
I
That's why.
I
But if you
watched
go
the
against
animated series do this, and I'm a
inspiration,
massive DC fan. I want more than anything, and I want it to be a series of either movies or a series of shows. I want them to finally give us the War of Light
for,
I don't know what that is,
for
but
the
it sounds
Lantern
awesome.
Corps.
Not familiar.
Oh, the
Lantern Corps. When the Black Lantern Corps finally shows its face in our galaxy, and all that's left is the White Lantern Corps.
the darkest day.
The darkest day, and darkest day, and blackest night. No evil shall escape my sight. What is it?
Let those who worship evil's might
Beware my power, Green Lantern's light.
Yeah, it would like the saying was not just a saying; it was a prophecy or whatever.
An oath.
So, but I mean, who knows? The new Lanterns show is coming out, so
It is. They already fucked up on the rings. They made the rings mostly metal. The rings are supposed to be made on a poor, pure, concentrated will, but
Lantern, so.
However, did you see the entrance of Nathan Fillion's Green Lantern?
Oh God, I don't want to talk about that.
Bro, if you badmouth at all, just get out of here right now. Just get up off your chair. You can go to bed. You're tired, apparently. Or you haven't eaten enough. Maybe your sugar's low.
Wait, you actually like that?
Nathan Fillion's image and personality could not be any better than that specific Green Lantern he portrays as. He was such a pompous asshole and thought he was the greatest Lantern to ever exist, okay? However, like Hal, he did have the ability to wear all of the rings.
Okay, here's where I'm going to argue with you a bit, because Nathan Fillion has already portrayed Hal Jordan, at least vocally, that there's no reason they couldn't have used him again as Hal for the films instead. It feels like it's a joke.
Way better.
Like they could have picked
way better
any other asshole to play. What was it? They could have picked anybody else to play Guy Gardner, and they dropped the ball there. So
he needs a Snickers. Does anybody have a Snickers we can send him? He said, "No, he needs a Snickers." Where's Chrissy? Is she where is she around?
I think what he's saying makes perfect sense.
I need her to yell at you.
That's twice now. Twice now you said I'm right.
Twice that you're right. No, you know what? And tell you,
right.
Your sugar's low too.
Right. I said it makes perfect sense.
Whatever. I'm alone.
You can make sense without being right.
Ben, are you good?
Yeah,
I'm good.
Okay.
So
I was wondering too.
I wanted to throw another name in there. He's kind of similar, but I really appreciate his work. Is Denzel Washington?
Yes.
He's good.
Yes.
Fantastic. Like the Equalizer series, him and Flight.
Training Day, bro.
Training Day. God, one of his top movies in my opinion. Like
I agree.
There's just a whole list of movies.
I'm a football person, so I'm going to throw in Remember
Said
the
by
Titans.
Ender Dragon.
Book of Eli.
That's also a great one. The Remember the Titans is good.
Remember the Titans was
Book of
really
Eli. That's
good.
probably one of my all-time favorite movies.
And plus, he's a good guy.
He is.
He's not one of these people that you meet him and it ruins it for you.
Yeah, he's not a fake
person.
ass celebrity like everybody else.
Yes.
No, he's one of the few that actually has his own opinion and doesn't just eat what everybody else is saying.
Or is he just acting like he is really good?
Well, either way, then he's a good actor. Yeah.
Question everything.
Going back to Joaquin Phoenix, I love how he just kind of disappears. And,
See, I didn't see that one.
He's like, oh, that's Joaquin Phoenix. I didn't know that. Like,
well, he was good in the first Joker.
Yeah. The first Joker, I watched it and I was like, whoa. I haven't seen the second one yet.
He did a good job in the second one, but it wasn't his fault. Yeah, it wasn't his fault.
Yeah.
It just should have been a sequel.
What?
Yep.
Like, I agree. Yeah, he did a good job, but there just never should have been a sequel.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the second one. Maybe I won't see it now.
Yeah, it's probably better off you don't.
Walk the Line with Johnny Cash.
But it wasn't.
Walk the Line.
Yeah,
Walk the Line was good.
I have a question. Anybody here a fan of The Boys and or The Supernatural?
I like both shows.
Okay. How do you
I like
feel
The
about
Boys.
this new crossover?
There's a Boys and Supernatural crossover.
Yeah,
Saw the
season
commercial for
5.
that.
Yep,
Talking about
it's
the
Yeah.
fully
actor
confirmed. Yeah.
that's gonna be in it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw a commercial with Jensen Ackles and what's his
I
face.
just looked at more at
Supernatural with that. Was that the two brothers that were
Yes.
ghost hunters or whatever?
Yes.
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 I think I watched the first season of that way back in the day.
I watched all of it. Loved
I just
it.
couldn't get into it.
Yeah, it wasn't really my
Oh.
my thing. Like I just
This one above me here.
okay. All right.
What?
I know her reasoning. I'm not saying it on here. I know her, so I know why she didn't like it. So it was a special. I've been to it, what, 2-3 years now? Longer than that, maybe?
Almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years, yeah.
But yeah, I just look at the new season as more nepotism because Eric Kripke was the showrunner for Supernatural. Then he left, and then he is the showrunner for The Boys, and he's been bringing back everybody that he's worked with in Supernatural now. To
Yeah, cronyism.
So that's
I
really
like
it.
The Boys.
It's like, I do like Jensen Ackles. I mean, yeah, Jensen Ackles as Soldier Boy in The Boys. I'm like, okay, let's just hope that they all bring their A game for this. So
That's what I don't
'cause it's
understand.
kind of an extreme show.
Is Soldier Boy dead?
Uh,
Like, how the hell?
You want spoilers or
No,
does
shut
anyone-
you shut your mouth right now. You shut that
Then I won't
sexy
say
mouth of
anything.
yours right
Why
now,
you,
man.
you can't ask questions like that.
Can't ask
And
questions.
then-
Don't ask questions, Mike.
Don't ask questions. Keep your mouth shut.
I gotta go, but I will say I haven't seen all of The Boys, but Homelander is my favorite character by far. And people look at me like I'm crazy when I say that, but
It was a
No,
hot
Homelander's
I
fucking
understand.
awesome.
No, I mean absolutely.
Yeah, he's right up my
Well,
alley.
I actually
Honestly,
have to-
well, I don't know I don't know what he's into nowadays because I haven't been watching the new seasons. But I feel like if I had those superpowers, I'd be kind of like that almost. Not
Absolutely.
exactly like that, but yeah.
Absolutely.
Not as
That would
ruthless.
be
I can
about
see
it.
where he's coming from.
superhero powers.
Well, I actually have to cut it now too because I've been summoned. But I want to say that this was actually really fun. I'm glad that we got everyone to show up, and this is nice chill. Like I gotta figure out a better day so we can all like properly hang out like this.
I
Absolutely.
enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a good practice round for sure.
It
Hey,
was.
Benda, you did let a lot of that out, especially Captain America. That was
Oh, what
needed,
was
though.
I
Like,
inappropriate? I was
Absolutely
holding
not.
back.
No,
The
you were
more
awesome. You
inappropriate,
were
the
awesome in
better.
every way.
Hey, everybody's thinking it. I say it out loud. I mean, that's.
Hey,
Are you kidding me? Are you saying
sometimes-
that Disney didn't do that on purpose? Like, I
No,
mean,
absolutely.
obviously that's what they did. I mean,
No, I know
Absolutely.
they did it on purpose.
Oh,
it
yeah.
makes me racist for pointing that out. I'm just fucking pointing out the obvious.
No.
I
He
mean,
was his best friend. Why did Falcon, who you only known for like a couple years, versus a lifelong friendship? I'm sorry, but one has to
Yeah,
outbeat
you're
the
talking
other.
about Don Cheadle? His character? With
no,
it-
no,
no,
that's
you're
not
talking about the Winter
Talking about
Soldier
Bucky.
dude. But
Yeah,
that does,
Winter Soldier.
yeah.
Oh, right.
But Don Cheadle got fucked over too because they canceled Armor Wars, so that's not even happening now.
And also, isn't Don Cheadle a fucking scroll or some shit? I don't know what's going on in Marvel, but it's ridiculous. That
don't
happened
know.
in the.
Marvel's so good, like fucking lost in grasping straws now. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, that happened in one of the shows. He's actually a fucking scroll or some shit. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't watch it, but I heard it in YouTube videos making fun of it. It
I heard
seems
it
terrible.
too. I haven't seen it, but yeah, it's all ridiculous. It's all crazy, and I don't know anymore.
Fucked up.
It
But-
is.
Yeah, it
It's
is
fucking
fucked up.
weird. But Benda, thank you so much for hanging out and coming. I really
Yeah, man.
appreciate you, man. It's awesome
man.
hanging out with
Thank
you.
you.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having me. We'll do it again real soon.
I look
Yes,
so
definitely.
forward to it.
All right, friends. I'll check you later.
Have a good one.
All right,
easy.
see,
Bye bye.
See you, Brendan.
and as for
I have been summoned.
everyone else, I'm gonna be rating out to Lil Evil Pixie, who's actually on right now. So
Oh, yeah, I guess I should rate out as well, huh? I gotta remember how to do that. All right, well, before we rate out, I'm going to end the podcast now for episode 1, our first run. Guys, this was awesome. Thank you guys so much. For all the community chatting well, getting involved was awesome. This will be up available as soon as I can. Again, I can't wait till the next time, guys.
Yeah, this was fun. I think this was a good idea, and we let a lot of stuff out. Let's see if I'm canceled tomorrow.
Demonetization.
Thanks for including me, guys.
Of course. Yeah, sure. Like having you talking shit to just Mike didn't seem fair.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.
So